Second, this is for your lives and in the story of Jonah and in general. We want to know, where did this storm come from and why did it come? Was this storm that we're talking about specifically with Jonah, was the storm man-made? Was the storm sent from God? Or was it devil-induced, like in the story of Job? Amen, Job, that's right, Job. We need to find out where are we with this storm? Where are we gonna, let's take it from Jonah's perspective, then take it back to our lives. Where did the storm come from?
Well, Dr. Owens, it is really fascinating because, as we previously said, the revelation of the book of Jonah is so pertinent, so much so that even Jesus quoted Jonah. As Jonah was in the belly of the whale 3 days, 3 nights, even so must the Son of Man. So when Jesus quoted that, he solidified this is not a fable. This is a true situation that really happened. For all of those that are live streaming and will view this, if you didn't see us last week, Jonah is a prophet of God who would not obey God, did not want to obey God, and thought that he could flee from the presence of God by a geographical escape, going from one place to another. What happens is, when that is your situation, you note that Jonah never got to the other place, trying to go from the presence of God, from God speaking into his life. He plans to go to a certain destination. He does not get there because he runs into what's called the power of the sea. In that clip that we just saw, you see how powerful God can make a sea stand up against all of man's technology. When it comes to man's technology, against storms that are because people are disobedient to God, there is no technology that can stand up to getting out of the presence and the will of God.
Amen, amen. So, Bishop, this particular storm was definitely sent from God. And when God sends a storm, the first thing you need to ask him is why. Lord, what's going on? Before you say, Satan, the Lord rebuke you, to make sure you need to rebuke your own self first. This is the devil. What did you do? Is God getting your attention? So the first thing that happened with this storm, I want to know, where did it come from? And if I find out it came from God, I want to know why. What's up with this? What's up with this, Lord? It said, was it man-made? And, Satan can bring storms. When it came to Job, he sent that windstorm against him. Now, God allowed it, but Satan induced it. Then you can say, when you go through them kind of trials, some storms you go through, you can say Satan. We'll get back to that later, but it's so important to know where it came from. So Jonah put himself in a position. Anytime you are disobedient to the will of God, you should expect a storm to come in your life. You should expect the storm to come in your life. And Bishop, God is so loving, he don't send a storm just to punish you, but God sends the storm many times to get you right, to get you back on the right direction.
That's right.
Warning comes before destruction. So that storm can come to warn you. So what is going on? It warns you. Jonah is being warned at this time to get back on the right track with God. Amen.